It's another Sunday, it's another brawl, what are we doing?
Nonsense Rumble!
That's right, it's another Rumble, and that means we've got a brand new category. Do you want to explain to the audience what we're doing today, Rick?
Yeah, this month we're doing Halloween-themed stuff. And today we're doing vampires.
Yes, very spooky indeed. Premise is simple, we each pick a character relating to the category, and as Rick said, it's vampires. I can't do the accent, I'm sure Rick will do a better one.
We'll do vampires, blah blah blah, and we fight them out with our words.
We do indeed. But before we get to our picks, we have to go to our honourable mentions. Rick, do you have one for me today?
My honourable mention today is Castlevania Dracula.
Interesting.
Yeah, and just because I think my actual pick would kick the shit out of him. Yeah, Castlevania Dracula is a certified badass. He legitimately rules over death itself within the Castlevania universe, and even when you kill him, he comes back eventually until you finally kill him in, 2001.
Yeah, so it's very interesting, because in the mighty exposure is Castlevania, the TV show, and in that, they kill him at the end of Season 2, and it's very much implied the only reason he doesn't come back is because he doesn't care enough.
Yes.
So I find that funny as fuck.
Yeah, he's rather OP in that show, and also in the games. But what about you? Have you got an honourable mention for me?
Yeah, I'm going to do that again. My honourable mention is only a half vampire, but I think he counts, and it's Blade.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Blade is a pretty top pick for vampire because he is a vampire hunter. It's his specialty. But he also gets that little extra edge from the vampire side of his bloodline. He's pretty fucking fast.
Yes. He's pretty cool.
And he knows exactly how to slay vamps, which, very useful in a fight against a vamp.
Yeah, and he had 2 good movies and then a third one.
We're getting a reboot soon. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. But yes, anyway, let's get down to brass tacks. Let's announce our actual picks. I think I've got a good idea who you're picking, but let's hear it.
Yeah, I'm picking Alucard from Hellsing.
Yeah, I fucking knew it was going to be Alucard. I brought him up earlier today during a recording session. I'm like, that's probably going to be Rick's pick. Yeah.
I shut up when we talked about that. Yeah, I was gonna pick Dracula, but then I saw some Team 4-star Alucard edits. I'm like, yeah, shit, he is really powerful, ain't he? So yeah, I'm picking Alucard. He's just so cool.
Yeah, he's like the government's secret weapon as well, isn't he? So he's given proper respect in that universe.
Yeah, and the only reason that he's not an outright absolute slasher villain is because he's essentially kept on a leash.
Fair.
And even then, he's essentially choosing to be kept on a leash, but also because he thinks that other vampires are scrubs and shits and need to get killed.
I've got some bad news for Mr. Alucard, because this vampire I've got is no scrub. And we might have accidentally made a very classic matchup.
Oh?
Yeah, my pick is one Dio Brando.
Yes. So I was thinking it might be him while you were saying your minor preamble.
Yeah, Dio is Dio's interesting to say the least, because I'm going to count him at his peak, which is when he's got Zawaldo. But technically, when he has Zawaldo, he's not in his body.
Yes.
So it's one of those.
It's his head with his
stepbrother's
body or something, right?
It's not. Yeah, I guess stepbrother is the correct term. Stepbrother?
Adopted brother.
Adopted brother, yeah. Well, yeah, because there's no blood relation there. They're just, what can I say? Dio Brando is a fighter, he's a vampire, he is sadistic and cruel, and he has Zawaldo, which I think is what will tip the balance in most of these OP fights.
Yeah, it's how OP is the most OP ability. And I think for Alucard, he's pretty close to invincible. Dio is not invincible, but he does keep coming back.
So much so that Araki himself has broken his own continuality twice because he needed Dio to come back.
Yeah, just to bring Dio back because he likes Dio and the world likes Dio and Dio is popular.
Well, I still remember one of the really early moments. It was not long after Dio became a vampire where it was just so cold, and I went, that is a great way to demonstrate a villain without them being a creepy rapist, because that's too easy. If you want people to hate your character, make them do that, and it's such a shortcut, lazy way of making your character a piece of shit. What Dio does is there's a mother begging him not to kill kill her child. That is a baby, and Dio just goes, "Don't worry, I won't kill your child. I've got no interest in being a baby killer. filler. But she offered to do whatever he wanted in exchange. So he turned her into a vampire. Well, an undead vampire spawn minioness character who is ruled only by their hunger while she's still holding her baby.
Yeah, I'm not going to kill your baby.
And he didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think such a heinous act of... And he did it for no reason. He didn't need to do that. He just did it because he thought it'd be funny.
Yeah.
It'd be amusing.
Yeah, because it amused me.
So yeah, absolute piece of shit. No fucking rules as far as combat goes. Usually toys with his prey. I don't think he could toy with Alucard, but I don't know how much of a defense Alucard has against Time Stop.
I think it's just toughness. Like, he's a real determinator.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's a Crony versus Callie thing of is ultimate death more powerful than time itself.
Do you remember how that fight went, Rick?
Yeah, I think we ended up flipping a coin.
Yeah, but we flipped the coin and Crony won, which means by that logic,
time wins again.
Just saying, like, you can't have time win one and then not have time win the other one.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to capitulate, so sorry to Alucard fans who are screaming at me in the comments.
No one's watching
which are
this.
down below.
But yeah, no, I think Dio has to win it because of that. The only reason Dio loses because of bullshit. The only time he doesn't lose because of bullshit is because Jotaro has time stop as well, which means it cancels out the other time stop. Don't ask me how that works.
Yeah, bullshit cancelling each other out because you can just wizard cast counterspell to counterspell the counterspell,
which isn't something you can do.
Yep.
But anyway, Dio wins this time, but like, there's a really good argument for either case. The reason we're going with Dio is because precedent has been set, and I will see it enforced, sir.
Yeah, let's go. Yep, Dio wins!
Dio wins! If you enjoyed this, please give us a like, a comment, and subscribe. We really want to hear what your opinions are on this matchup. Who would you give it to? Would you give it to Alucard? Would it give it to Dio? Would you say fuck both these choices and put a different vampire into the ring? We want to hear from you. Let us know, and join us for another bout next week.
Bye, everybody.